And it may be hard to believe, but starting your own business is kind of like entering into a marriage. It takes a lot of love, a lot of commitment, time, and especially very good communication. Katrina Sawa is the author of Love Yourself Successful. It's a step-by-step guide to taking charge of your life and designing the business of your dreams. And she joins me now to share more about women, exactly how women can have it all and be happy, right?
Yes.
Yes, okay. And so you're making a connection between love and business success. How was your love life, and how did it inspire you to write this book?
Well, my love life is great now, but it wasn't always that great. And it did affect my business. I was married when I started my business, and my husband at the time was not very supportive. He didn't see the need to invest in the right website or a conference that I needed to learn something to gain knowledge to grow my business. Or he didn't even know really what I did. He was a great guy, but we grew apart. He was more the entrepreneurial, the employee mindset, and I was more the entrepreneurial mindset, which is take risks and jump into things and leap. And so we ended up getting divorced, which was great for me at the time, but it was scary.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people don't do that. You know, I knew I needed more, I knew I wanted more, and I knew in order to do that I had to leave the marriage to go after my dreams of being a business owner.
You had to take that risk.
Yes.
Okay. So from your lessons and your experience, what would you say are the biggest mistakes that men and women make when it comes to loving themselves?
You know, we don't put ourselves first. And people say that all the time, but it's so true. I mean, I've had some health problems. In the last year, I had 2 total hip replacements.
Wow.
And because I didn't take care of my health as much as I should have. I didn't work out as much as I should have. I'm just now getting back into it. And my fiance now has cancer, and, you know, he's 45. You know, so you never know when something's going to happen in your life, and you need to take charge of your life now, not in 5 years, not when you retire. Not in 10 years, not when you think it's financially feasible. You need to do it now.
Yeah, absolutely. You need to take like you're saying, take charge of yourself now.
You do.
Yeah,
and take care of your
wait.
needs. In my marriage, I needed affection and attention. Not everybody needs that. I needed touching and that kind of love language, so to speak, and I didn't get that in my marriage. And now I have that, but I didn't want to settle for not having that for the next 40, 50 years of my life.
Yeah.
And I just knew there was more out there for me, and a lot of people think there might be, but they're scared to take that leap out of whatever situation they're in.
Well, and clearly, I mean, hearing your story and your experience, I can see easily how that connection between your personal life, your love life, would impact your career, your business, your future endeavors, regardless if you're an entrepreneur or whatever else that you're trying to pursue and do. There does need to be that support in both relations. But to the business side, though, how do people sit and kind of evaluate their lives and realize where they're not feeling satisfied or fulfilled?
Well, they don't sit and evaluate their lives usually. They're usually just going and doing the business, and they're so busy doing the business that they sometimes ignore their personal life, ignore their relationship, or don't nurture it like it needs to be nurtured. Hence, affairs happen, or divorce, or the kids go off and do something and because you're not paying enough attention to them, and you gain weight because you're not paying enough attention to yourself. So it's so important to put your personal lives and needs in your love life, your self-care, and your family first. I make almost all my clients put those things on the calendar before they schedule a business event or a client call or marketing. And so we have to plot the personal stuff first, because that feeds your soul in order to be able to be happier. When you're happier, you attract better clients.
Yes.
And so it does work. Love plus money equals happiness in my mind.
Yeah, no, I totally agree with you. When you're able to have an employee, or you're a business owner who has that happiness at home, that also, I believe, reflects in the work that you do in the workforce or through your business completely. Yeah. So really quick, I want to talk about how do we nurture that love then that you talk about in your book?
Yeah, well, you have to evaluate your needs you want to evaluate your relationship, if you have one or don't have one. I have a lot of clients who are single but are so busy working on their business that they're not paying attention to working on their love life.
Yeah, that their personal self's not fulfilled.
When I wanted to find a man, like I'd done the dating. I'd been on almost every online dating site. I have some great online dating tips, by the way. But I was serious. I didn't hire a business coach that year. I hired a matchmaker for $6,000. I was on like 4 different online dating sites. About 20 to 30% of my time was spent in the dating world, like working on the dating.
Yeah.
I made it a business model, basically.
Yeah.
I had systems for it.
Find the right one.
Well, and I did. 6 months later, I found the man of my dreams, and now we're engaged. And we have some health problems, but I am so much happier being in love with someone who's fully supportive and understands me and gets me.
Yeah.
I can't even imagine that the rest of my life without that person.
Yeah.
And it makes me just so much more passionate and motivated in my business.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's that root that just kind of sprouts everything else, right? So where can people get your book?
The website is loveyourselfsuccessful.com, and there's some free videos and audios on there, and you can even read part of the book, as a freebie. And I'm all about free first, then pay. Go get some free stuff. Wonderful. If you like it, come talk to me.
Wonderful. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it. Have a great day, everyone. We'll see you here tomorrow at 11:30 right here on Sac & Co.